First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rekah Kwadash, and the one those great millstone, while lunch is truth, and also to those elect that is scattered abroad. I like to say Shalom, and come back here today with another great powerful lesson to the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And the title of today's lesson is Neuralink will replace smartphones. So I like to say Shalom to all our listeners and learners. Hope this will be today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we get started, I have a quick news article here by Digit. And it reads, it said Elon Musk claims there will be no phones in the future. Here is why. Let's get a little bit more. It says SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk has some wild and innovative ideas about the future of smartphones. Say Elon Musk suggests that there will be no phones in the future. This comes in response to a post on X, formerly Twitter, by a parody account of Elon Musk, which asks users, would you install a Neuralink interface on your brain to allow you to control your new X phone by thinking? So in reply to that, the tech mogul suggested that in the future there will be no phone, just Neuralinks. However, the decision comes after the major breakthrough of Elon Musk's Neuralink, which has successfully implanted its brain chip in a human being for the first time. So we know this happened back in January, so I think the guy name was Nolan Albright. He was the first one to receive this brain implant. So we know that, that this is lining up with what Revelation chapter 13, these lying wonders. So now we're seeing now this technology is getting ready to come into play. We're seeing it's coming into play left and right. So we know that we're very close, to this this time of trouble that we've never seen before. The hour of temptation. We know that we are fast approaching this time, and also this 5G network is getting ready to come into play. So we already knowing that they're getting ready to try to make you a walking device to put it under your skin. So we know where this is going. So we're seeing that we are very close to this time. We're seeing that this technology is already here. AI, robotics, transhumanism, biometrics, all these things are coming into play. So we already know this Neuralink. They tell you, you'll be able to see again. You'll be able to control your devices like your smartphone, your remotes, your pretty much your home computer, and many more. So we're seeing that these things are constantly lining up just like clockwork. So it says here in this other article here, it said Samsung's and ARM have already started working on 6G mobile data. So we already know we already have 5G. Now they're talking about 6G. So we already know this is going to be more frequencies and also more radiation. So one thing about it, we're not ignorant of Satan devices. So we already know that it says it's going to be much, much faster. So they constantly bringing it forth, this fourth industrial revolution. So one thing about it, we're seeing that they're getting ready to do away with the smartphone. The smartphone is getting ready to be obsolete. We're seeing that it's getting ready to happen. So all these things are coming to pass. A lot of people are still not believing, going on with their daily life, and they're constantly rolling it out right before your eye. These mischievous devices, his agenda, his plan, his mindset. So we're seeing it right here once again. It said Samsung and ARM have already started working on 6G mobile data. So we're seeing right now Elon Musk, is constantly moving in warp speed. Also saying that he has a phone that is coming out called the X phone, whereby it will work with the Neuralink brain interface. So we're seeing that we're here. Man, it's speaking loud and clear. So one thing about it is that, a lot of people are going to line up and take this this new technology, is 5G, 6G, blockchain, and also it's going to work hand in hand with the digital currency, and also with that grain of rice, the CHIP. So we seeing how all these things are constantly lining up left and right, even though that will sound like a broken record, but these are the times that we're living in. So now let's get a quick let's go here and get a quick precept. Let's go here to the book of let's go to the book of Psalm chapter 10 and verse 2. Psalm chapter 10 and verse 2. And it reads, said, the wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. So one thing about it, that's what's getting ready to happen, when the Lord return, right when he getting ready to fill his belly, his agenda, his plan, Lord is going to cut him off. So we know we coming upon this time. We seeing right now he is about to bring forth this new digital society whereby it will go under your skin. In the middle, Lord, we constantly warn you left and right. So let's read this in the NLT. Said the wicked said arrogantly hunt down the poor. Said let them be caught in the evil they plan for others. So that's what they try to do, this evil plot, this evil scheme. And one thing about it is we knowing that they're fastly rolling out. He's seeing that his days are determined. So now let's get one more. Let's go here to Isaiah chapter 32. Isaiah chapter 32. And I think we'll start up around Isaiah chapter 32. I think it's around verse, might be around 10, 11. Let me see. One moment. Let's see. Isaiah chapter 32. And let me back up. So I think I passed it up. Salakia. Let me go back up. Yeah, I think I got it right here. At verse, Salaki, for that verse 6, let me highlight that. That got me thrown off. Let's go here to highlight it. Let's get verse 7 too. Salakia. And it reads, said, Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 6, it said, for the vile person will speak vainly, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the souls of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fall. Verse 7 said, the instrument also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. So we already know about this churl, this evil churl is talking about Esau, Edom. And he's constantly bringing forth these wicked devices, something that is going to put you in a chokehold, something that's going to have you under what's total surveillance, make you a petrol slave, that badge of servitude. And one thing about it, we're coming upon these times, we're seeing that we're here, so these things are constantly lining up left and right, man. We seeing it, all the pieces are coming together. So let's read verse 7 again. It said, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor, and lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. So I added about it, so we seeing right now, who is that poor? It's talking about what Israel. And one thing about it, you seeing right now, he's getting ready to come down with great wrath. We already knowing that his time is very short. So we knowing that we are here. So let's read verse 7 in the NLT. It said, the smooth tricks of scoundrels are evil. They plot crooked schemes. They lie to convict the poor. Say, even when the cause of the poor is just. So one thing about it is that we already know that this man is getting ready to bring it. You know what I'm saying? He's constantly bringing forth mischief each and every day. So we seeing this was about Elon Musk. He already telling you, he's talking with great pride, saying that, the smartphone will be obsolete. And I had about it, when you go into that acronym SMART, it goes into surveillance, goes into monitoring, also analysis, and also reporting and technology. So we already know that this new technology is getting ready to come forth. The fourth industrial revolution. Also the new world order. Total control, tracking, and tag it. And also, you'll get ready to become a walking device, walking Wi-Fi, walking Bluetooth. So all this technology is here. And one thing about it, a lot of people are going to be enticed. A lot of people are going to get what? Deceived. And one thing about it, the Lord shall choose your delusions. And one thing about it, so we know that we're very close to these times. We knowing that the hour of temptation is fast approaching. All hell is getting ready to break loose. So now, let's go here to the videos, and after the video, we will start the lesson. And I hope that you will get edified.
We will soon all have a neurochip in our brain. Yes, it will be mandatory. Recently, Elon Musk came out with a shocking tweet, revealing that Neuralink was actively working with the United States government to make it mandatory for everyone to have a chip in their brain. He also claimed it would be a way to detect diseases earlier, cure blindness, or even help people walk again. It would also allow us to communicate or access the internet directly from our brain. But in reality, the truth is way darker. The only goal behind this project is to have complete control over us, gaining access to our thoughts, emotions, and much more. Yes, we will all have access to unlimited entertainment, connect consistently with the world, and relive our best memories, just like in Black Mirror. But just imagine the power that people like Elon Musk or even the government will have over us. They will be able to manipulate us with a single click. And let's not even talk about the risk of being hacked. Imagine someone hacking your brain. What do you think about this scary situation?
I wanted to ask when you all think we're going to move from this form factor to something that's on your face, glasses, and when computing's all on the edge.
All right, 50 seconds. Who wants to answer quickly?
I think it will go. It will. First of all, it will definitely happen. I was talking about 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual kind of the most common interface.
Wow.
Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
So this is Elon Mark, who became president and CEO of Nokia in 2020. And he recently appeared in one of WEF's Blue Rooms there, where he told an audience member that he believes by the rollout of 6G, which they apparently plan to be doing around 2030, the smartphones people are walking around with in their hands right now will be obsolete, and these devices will instead be built directly into people's bodies. And before I make the actual point that I came on here to make, can I just say, I really wish that all of these people would stop acting like this is just the next logical step for this technology. What other technology is that the next logical step ever? It's not like they came out with a microwave oven and then the next logical step was put it directly in your mouth so it could cook the food while you eat it, or wow, bicycle.
There. We can let that breathe for 10 minutes. All looking good. I'll come back and I'll dress them.
Do you see? These are interaction nodes. If I use this finger, I can open all the doors at work, no ID. And if I just scan this in a shop, I can pay for anything up to £1,000. And look, Dad, Mom, I've just taken your photo. Send and send. It doesn't need the sound effect. I just added that because it makes me laugh.
You promised me they wouldn't touch your eyes. Not after last time.
That was years ago. Grand's had stem cells in her eyes since then.
I can't help thinking, don't laugh. All these power cuts. Well, what would happen to you?
Nothing. What happens to you in a power cut? Nothing.
So, what about your head?
Can't feel a thing. They inserted the tiniest wafer into my brain and,
Oh my God.
look at the result. Synced us up. No keyboard. I don't need a keyboard ever again.
You did that by thinking?
It can't read my mind. Not yet, but the wafer tracks activity in the neural pathway and micro movements in the retina to predict what I'm thinking.
But that is reading your mind.
Let's see where everyone is.
wearables, for example. So if I have like a smart watch or smart glasses that I think most of us know Apple will be coming to market with this year, that is probably what is going to replace the smartphone eventually. So you can imagine a world where maybe you have smart glasses and you just kind of pull up the digital world in front of you as opposed to looking down. Maybe you can kind of tap your shoulder and the chip in your shoulder turns on your music or makes a phone call. But if you see the way technology is trending, so things like Chat GPT, and you kind of imagine that in these systems, you start to realize that the things around you, you'll start to interface with more, and you won't need to kind of carry this device that you have to look down at all the time. And that to me is keys to a door that we've never seen anything like.
Future will not be held in your hand, and it won't be on your face either. Sorry, this is my wife. Hello?
Hey babe, are you and Ted?
Yeah, I'm on the red circle right now, actually.
Oh, great. Good luck, and don't forget to mention me.
I won't.
Wearable tech is replaced by subdermal tech, chips that are inserted beneath the skin and link users to their home and robotic devices, giving them control using verbal instructions.
Hear this, y'all. 6G wireless technology could use humans as a power source, study explains. This sounds like Neuralink, aka the ship. It really makes sense why they want everything digital. You know what else I think, y'all? You know their time is up. So they're trying to make artificial intelligence be the next ruler or the head of this matrix, but it's not gonna work. That's why they want robot cops, lawyers, workers, etc.
So we seeing what the main objective is. The main goal is under the skin. You see how they constantly pushing this, left and right. So we're gonna do a quick lesson right quick. Just going to be very quick, do the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. And once again, I hope that you will get edified. Let's go here to Revelation. We're going straight to the point because this is exactly where we at. Revelation chapter 13, we'll start up at verse 15. Once again, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15, we'll start here. So this is exactly what's getting ready to happen. So we know that they get ready to start this fourth industrial revolution. They get ready to bring out all sorts of technology that you have never seen before. This AI, this AI chat GPT. It's also AI1. A lot of things are coming out. Robotics. Transhumanism. A lot of things come pseudoscience. This brain Neuralink and also the RFD microchip. So these things are constantly coming to pass. It's gonna work hand in hand with these QR codes, also these barcodes. So scanning, tracking, surveillance. All these things are getting ready to come into play. Total control. We constantly warning you left and right. We're seeing it right before our eyes. Everything is getting ready to be put in what? Inside of your what? You understand what I'm saying? Want to go too deep. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15 said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and call that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So we're coming upon that time. If you're not a part of this new system that they get ready to put into play, this 5G, 6G blockchain technology, that's where it's going to work with the device under your skin, also with the currency, you know what I'm saying? So all these things gonna work hand in hand. Also, you will be a walking device. And one thing about it, we constantly warning you left and right, and that beast is the revised Roman Empire. So we know that there's no new thing under the sun. So we seeing that they get ready to try to perform it. The WHO, the WEF, all these things are coming into play. And one thing about it, I think what that guy named, his name was Yorari, Yorari. I can't say his name that good, but he said that they'll be able to hack a human brain. So we seeing that, these things are coming to pass. They want total control. They want to read your thoughts. They want to know everything about you. They want to be like the Most High. But one thing about the Lord said, he is not a God, but just a man. So we know that we're coming upon that time. Anyone that will not consent or submit to this, they said should be killed. So let's read this once again. It says, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15 said, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast. What is that image? You know, what the new world order, this 5G blockchain says, this new beast banking system, you know, this digital currency, all these things are working hand in hand, you know what I'm saying? Transhumanism, you know, biometric, robotics, you know what I'm saying? Left and right, all sorts of different technology they get ready to come with, you know. So one thing about it, we know that the smartphone will be obsolete. So they get ready to try to mass man and machine together. They imagine a vain thing. And one thing about it, the Lord said they would not be able to perform their enterprise. So let's read it once again. It says, Revelation chapter 13, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So we know that great persecution is coming. You already know that, you know, it's at the hour of temptation to come. You know, we already know that they have these FEMA camps in play. They have these guillotines in play. These gas chamber, a lot of things that they have in place, you know, depopulation. A lot of things are coming down the pipeline. We knowing that the enemy is getting ready to come in like a flood. So he's trying to bring forth that agenda because he knowing that his days are very short. We're in that transition of power. Verse 16 said, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So one thing about this mark goes into a charagma, you know what I'm saying? And one thing about that Neuralink, you know, so also that RFD microchip, you know what I'm saying, shall go into your hand or into your forehead or into your head, you know. So we seeing these lying wonders are here. You know, we're seeing that these things, these devices are already in the place, these technologies, this artificial intelligence, all these things are here. So we're seeing right now, you know, they want this to be what? Mandatory, you know, or it will be forced. If you do not consent, you will be what? Killed. Put in one of these FEMA camps, these guillotines. So we already knowing right now we coming upon this time. You know, say, hey, we constantly warn you left and right. Things about to get real. Verse 17, it said, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And one thing about it, badge of servitude. And one thing about it's going to be dealing with your transaction, your buying and selling. You will not be able to do a damn thing if you do not take it under the skin. You won't be able to get your groceries. You won't be able to get your medical supply. You know, you won't be able to buy clothing. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much anything. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people right now is going to be taken in a great number because we seeing right now. We are fast approaching this time. We already know that the dollar is on the collapse. Verse 18 said, here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 600, 66. And one thing about it is talking about this badge of servitude, you know, being a part of this system, you know what I'm saying, tri-style stigma. So one thing about it is that we know we are very close. It's at hand. We're seeing that he's getting ready to fill his belly. It's at the door. And also we know that World War III is constantly brewing left and right. They can call a lockdown. They can say, you know, hey, we had to do it because of the UN troops and constant coming in and flood this place out. So we know, hey, maybe we're upon this time. Watch, pray, and be sober. You know, trust in the Lord. So let's go here to 2 Thessalonians. Let's go here back to it's in the new 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And let's start up at verse 4. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4 said, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Who is that? The so-called white man. And one thing about it right now, though he thought his mount himself above the star, the Lord said he will bring him back down to the ground, you know. And one thing about it, we know that this is talking about Esau, even a modern day so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. So one thing about it, he's constantly opposing and exalting himself, constantly speaking great words against Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. But one thing about it, he's in for a rude awakening. The Lord said they will build, but the Lord said I will throw down. So we're very close. Let's see here. Let's see what it said in NLT. He said, he will exalt himself and defy everything that people call God and every object of worship. Said he will even sit in the temple of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, claiming that he himself is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So one thing about it, so we already know this man has a God complex. And one thing about it, no one can tell him anything. He's walking in great pride, the most proud. But the Lord is getting ready to put him back into his place, the base men of the earth, the scum of the earth. And the Lord's getting ready to return and cut off for what? A long disease. So one thing about it, who is that long disease? It's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Verse 5, it said, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Verse 6 said, and now ye know that what withholding that he might be revealed in his time. Verse 7 said, for the mystery of iniquity doers already work. Only he who now will let until he be taken out the way. So one thing about the mystery of the iniquity is already working right now. We're seeing all this wickedness, all this darkness, gross darkness, but the Lord is constantly shedding light upon it. And the Lord said he will let until he be taken out of the way. Who is he? Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, the one that's in perfect control. The Lord control the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So we know right now the Lord is getting ready to cut him off. He getting ready to be what? Taken out the way. Verse 8 said, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So one thing about it, that wicked shall be revealed. We already know who this is. The Lord is making what Esau barren and barren. One thing about it, shameful spirit is upon his glory. So we seeing it left and right. This man is getting exposed on all levels. One thing about it, he's getting ready to be chased out of the world. And one thing about it, the Lord said, look to the brightness of his coming. On that fathership, when the Lord come in the midst of the valley of Jehoshaphat, in that desolate wasteland over there. I mean, that desolate desert over there, which in fact is Saudi Arabia. So we know that the Lord is getting ready to return. We're seeing that these Bible prophecies are speaking loud and clear. And one thing about it, we're constantly rejoicing. And one thing about it, we're consuming with the spirit of his mouth, with this wisdom, this knowledge, this gospel. So let's read this once again. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8 said, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So one thing about it, we constantly chatting this place down left and right. And one thing about it, we know that the Lord is getting ready to return. We know that the Lord is getting ready to set that righteous order back upon the earth. And we cannot wait. Our salvation is at the door. Verse 9, it said, even him who is coming is after the workings of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders. And not about it, we already know the physical counterpart of Satan is Esau, Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And also these signs and lying wonders going into this technology, going into this artificial intelligence, AI, going into transhumanism, robotics, biometrics, this Neuralink, brain interface, also this RFD microchip. These are these lying wonders. You'll be able to see again. You'll be able to walk again. You'll be stronger. You'll be immortal. You'll be able to read someone's thoughts. You'll be able to control your devices. You'll be the smartphone. You'll be a walking Wi-Fi. You'll be able to do anything, whatever you want to do. So a lot of people are going to get enticed and they will be totally destroyed. These lying wonders, these lying miracles. So let's read it in the NLT. It said, this man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeits, power and signs and miracles. So one thing about it, that you got to trust in the Lord. You cannot lean on your own understanding. But a lot of people are going to trust in the strength of Egypt, and they will be totally destroyed. And one thing about it that we're seeing it is lining up like clockwork. When you haven't eaten for several days, when you don't have a place to stay, you haven't bathed, what are you going to do? Are you going to trust in your true power, or are you going to trust in the strength of Egypt, these lying wonders, and you will be totally destroyed. Verse 10, it said, and with all deceivingness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So one thing about it, a lot of people, had liberty and place of repentance, but they what? They refused to not because, well, what? Because they had pleasures in what? Unrighteousness. Those are the two there. They're getting ready to be cut off. Verse 11 said, and for this cause, the Almighty shall send of them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. So the Lord is going to choose your delusion, And one thing about it, you already know that spirit of vengeance is constantly working left and right. So people, are dropping unalive all over the place. We saw the Lord is constantly showing up and showing out. At verse 12, it said that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasures in unrighteousness. So that's where we at right now. We're seeing that they get ready to bring it. We're seeing that this technology is here. The stage is set. All things are ready. So one thing about it, any given day, they can call this, hey, you're going to have to take this in order for you to work, in order for you to eat, in order for you to move from place to place. A man shall desire to go into another city, will not be able if you don't have these lying wonders. Be under this system. So it's coming into play. So, hey, man, things about to get real. You're already talking about this bird flu, these pestilence. Could be a lockdown, what I'm saying? Any given day, these sleeper cells can be activated. So a lot of things are coming into play. Trust in the Lord. So now let's go to our last and final script. Don't mean to be rambling. Let's go here. Psalm chapter 21. Psalm chapter 21, we'll close out here. Psalm chapter 21 in verse 11. That's right here. We get this one, we'll close out. Psalm chapter 21 and verse 11 said, for they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. So the Lord already said in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. And also the Lord said when he's about to fill his belly, the Lord is getting ready to cast the fury of his wrath upon him. And one thing about it, and he will not escape. The Lord's getting ready to cut him off, and we can't wait. In the NLT, he said, although they plot against you, their evil schemes will never succeed. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That one thing about it, man. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. One thing about the Lord is a master chess player. We're seeing how the movie is coming to a close. And the Lord is getting ready to return with great glory and great power, man. We cannot wait. We're constantly rejoicing because we're seeing it playing out the end time, real time. So the title of the day lesson, once again, is Neuralink will replace the smartphone. So I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikah Kwadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.